Hey guys, today we're checking out more of the Riverland floods. Now we're at Lake Bonney today. You wouldn't believe, normally there's a jetty right here. People normally jump off it into the water, completely underwater now. Let's go have a look at Lake Bonney. This is Barbara's lakefront. It's got a beautiful grassed area and a nice footpath that runs most of the way along it. It's an absolutely beautiful walk. A nice playground here, as you can see, part of it's underwater. But you can see by these lines here, the water's already dropped by over 2 meters since they've blocked off this lake. Now the lake isn't liking being blocked off at all. We'll go check it out. We'll get the drone up now, have a quick look around here.
Here's what I like. Laying on the beach with sunlight in my eyes, laughing with my friends under the sky, following our hearts so then we take a ride. Wherever, I always try to let my spirit fly, fly away. That's the only way to get that high. If you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle. If you're looking for trouble, I am the needle who will push your bubble, yeah. 'Cause I don't wanna fight pieces wood, I'm not backing down. So if you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle.
This is the Discovery Park, Lake Bonney. Now my heart goes out to these guys. Just like Big Four in Renmark, they spent a lot of their own money building this levee right around their caravan park to protect their caravan park from the lake that was rising. Unbeknownst to them, a couple of weeks later, the council decided to block off the entrance to the lake so the lake would no longer rise. So they wasted their money protecting their caravan park. That's just tragic. Barbara is on the southern side of Lake Bonney. We're now on the eastern side. This is the campsite. The camp was recently built. They spent a lot of money building these roads out of crusher dust into the campsites, and the whole campsites are made of crusher dust, and they put huge rocks and dead fallen trees around it to try and stop people from driving into the sand. This campsite typically comes around the bend here. This is normally all crusher dust here. Follows those trees, and there's another little campsite around there. If you've watched my channel before, you would have seen I did a live stream there with Nast Time Adventures. That was a good night. But the reason the council built these campsites, they were tired of everybody coming to the lake and absolutely trashing it. Tourists, they'd come down. I'd come down here when I did this live stream. There was a huge battery this big, a mop bucket, and just rubbish scattered everywhere around this campsite, even with the new campsites. Now I believe what the council should have done to improve that and to stop that is to have some toilets around the lake. There's only one toilet, oh sorry, two toilets, the opposite ends of the lake, and that's about 5 kilometers apart. If you had a couple of long drops around it and also some bins, there's no bins anywhere around here. So they've built this whole new infrastructure and there's still no bins. So people are still gonna dump their rubbish. So they haven't fixed anything at all. But this is why they've shut the lake off, to protect their campsites that they've just spent all this money on. And as you can see, they're already ruined. I believe before spending all this money on these campsites, the council should have consulted with the community first, especially people like me that camp here every weekend, and the best way we could have got about this. You can see here where the line of the water was. You can see how much it's come down in just the last couple of weeks since they've closed off the lake due to evaporation. Not only is the lake limited now to where you can camp, now I used to come here, like I said, just about every single weekend and camp anywhere I wanted along this lake, which was great because these old dead trees make for great photos. I love my astrophotography, but now it's very limited to where you camp. Spots like this one here, you got to park behind those rocks and actually walk down to your campsite. Now that's just a waste of a campsite. The majority of people that come here are in caravans or camper trailers. So these sites like this just take up room, that's just wasted. Not to mention that every single one of these sites are now paid sites. Now I wouldn't mind paying each weekend, that's fine. It helps the council out, helps with the services, but we don't get any amenities. There's no toilets, there's no bins, there's nothing at all. You're paying for their crusher dust and that's it. This is the northern side of the lake. As you can see, it's completely blocked off. Now typically it's a boat ramp straight down there. And as you can see over here, in the water, you can see the temporary fence the council put there. That was to stop people from going to the campsites that they were still in the process of building. Now those campsites are 100% underwater. The whole lot is just gone now. As I was saying, besides in town, this is the only toilet around the entire lake for everybody to share. This is the northwest side of the lake. This is Napper's Bridge. You can normally drive along this part here, but across the entire road is a huge levee bank. That's probably 2 to 3 times my size. That is incredible. And this is what's blocked off the lake from the rest of the river system. If you ever come visit Lake Bonney, there's some beautiful old ruins at the back of the lake here that's definitely worth checking out as well. And at night time, these make some great astro shots as well. A lot of people don't support the council's decision to close off the lake, as in the past week they've discovered blue-green algae at Napper's Bridge here where they've closed off the lake. Now in previous years, during floods and when it has been closed off, we end up having fish die and the lake deteriorates in health, and the locals really don't want that to happen again. It's going to really affect our tourism. That's it for Lake Bonney. I'm going to keep driving now and do Marook and Loxton today. If you want to continue seeing more of these Riverland flood videos, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be releasing them every single week so that you can stay updated with the floods in the Riverland. If you have liked this video, leave a like. But thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!